So hi. Things look a little different because I have a light. My ring light came in, so I'm like a real streamer and stuff now, I guess. Hang on. Bring this microphone over a little bit here and make sure that I can be heard. Now, so you can tell I'm a real streamer now because I have a microphone in the shot and a bright light. Like, oh my god, that really is freaking bright. Hold on. Oh, yeah, for once these glasses actually come in handy. How about that? I can still not see a dang thing, but I can not see a dang thing much better from not having the light quite as bright. It really is a freaking bright light. It's amazing. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty decent, yeah. You know, it's Thursday. We made it. We made it to Thursday. Hot dang, how about that? It's going to be a long weekend for me. I am taking Friday off and Monday off. And who signed this? Who signed up for that? Who approved all this stuff? My boss. I like my boss. My boss is a neat guy. We are going to do some stuff, and we're going to see where we are. Hey, it's tuned. It's tuned. How about that? Hallelujah. Always tuned before the show. It's a sign of professionalism. Or as they say, we tune because we like you. So a few things will happen today, and we will see how it goes, and we'll make our way to the weekend. Yeah, I think we finally got all the light stuff done. The light is good. It's a nice warm light, so I got a little yellow in there, so that's nice. Everything else in this room is an LED, so we got a little bit of like that warmth in there. That's your Patreon pennies at work, gang. Thank you. Without that, I would look even weirder than I do now. And that's saying something. Real quick check one more thing. Live technical support. And make sure that none of this stuff is set to automatic so it doesn't freak out and change randomly. Okay, cool. Yay. Microphone's close enough, but I don't sound like I'm like far, far away. You know, near? Far! Near. I'm just being silly. But that's kind of my job. Let's be honest about that. Yeah, let's do a song. We'll do a song, and then I'll talk about some stuff, and we'll do a song, and we'll do some more stuff. Yeah. Did I trim my nails before I started doing this? Should I have trimmed my nails? How long will people put up with me just randomly babbling about things before I do the song? Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's 4 foot taller, and he's got browner sandy hair. And he has a hat and tankard, and he wears these great big boots. And he wanders around in a loincloth or one of them doublet suits. Stands out in a crowd. I was actually looking at Faire pictures from my old Sea Dog days. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. Don't cut, for he always sings or juggles as he goes about the town. It's my song, and he always has a great big sword. I ought to narrow it down. You'd think I'd actually know the words to the song I wrote. Maybe it's just age catching up with me. I don't know. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's a unique individual, no one else can compare. Don't recall if it's pickles, pretzels, or if it's popcorn that he sells. You can hear him coming from a mile away on account that he wears bells. See, I've actually got the first part of the second verse in place of the first part of the third verse and vice versa, and that's where I became confused. Do you know my friend from Faire? Do you know my friend from Faire? He's the coolest guy in all the world, I truly do declare. If you saw my butt in person, then you'd know of whom I speak. For he dresses like a pirate, now isn't that unique? Pirate! With pointy ears. Elf Pirate. And Gossamer Wings. Fairy Elf Pirate. And Horns. Demon Fairy Elf Pirate. And a Kilt. Scottish Demon Fairy Elf Pirate. And Fangs. Vampire Scottish Demon Fairy Elf Pirate. And Goggles. Steampunk Vampire Scottish Demon Fairy Elf Pirate. And a foxtail. Nobody knows why. Do you know my friend from Faire? I think I saw him over there. His name is Wolf or Hawk or Raven, or I think it might be Bear. Well, we've never met outside of Faire, but I'm sure he'll be along. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about you. I guess I'll end this song. There we go, and that's one. It's so weird because, like, how long have I been doing this song? I've been doing this song for over a year and change now. I actually premiered this doofy song a year ago on Labor Day weekend when I played it for Scottish Court at Scarborough Renaissance Festival. I didn't have the funky picking at that point. It was all... I think this suits it better because it makes it a little more laid back. And I've discovered that the more laid back I am as I perform, the better I am generally. Except when I forget the words or get the verses mixed up or something like that because I'm old and I've suffered a number of blows to the head. But that's all right. Now, I was going to talk about some things. What was I going to talk about? Well, I've got some holidays off. We've torn up half the deck. We will be tearing up the other half of the deck hopefully this weekend. We may have some help from someone out there. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. It's been interesting because we're slowly building this all together. And I get this distinct feeling that by the time that I get this whole rig set up and it's beautiful and perfect and wonderful, it'll be time for me to go back to the day job on a regular basis. And it's very strange and probably really wrong in the head to both want to go back to work and do normal things and to want to continue to work from home and be able to do this stuff with y'all. I don't know. I'm just some dipstick with a ukulele. Oh, by the by, if you go to the Patreon page, patreon.com/theadequate, you'll actually catch a link there for not only a song that I wrote for Gwendolyn of the Gwendolyn Show, who's been at Scarborough. It's actually one of the Steel Sisters, who I shared a stage with at TRF way back in the days, the wild, far-off days of 2012. Remember those, gang, when the world was going to end? Way back in those days. And she hooked me up on a Renaissance live stream calendar, and so I wrote a theme song for her show. I won't play it here. You can go to the link on the Patreon site. It's a public link, so anybody can see it. And she was really happy about it. Yes, I'm your dipstick with a ukulele. Well, so I got to be somebody's dipstick with a ukulele. Let's be honest about this. I had realized, that was the thing. I had realized that I have done a new, for me, song, or at least a song that's been improved or changed, but one that's not in my regular rotation every day this week. So for a while the pressure was on. I have like 3 songs I'm working on right now, which I may finish this weekend, I may not. I guarantee nothing. My brain is a weird place, as we all know. But it was like, wow, dude, I really have. I mean, Socially Emotionally Distant, Where's the Audience, which is actually an old song, but I've never done it. The revised Womp Rat Hoedown, which went over well. I think the Wookiee solo really kind of makes that one. Yes, and in case anybody who is watching this says, well, why aren't you doing any Star Trek songs? Just because I didn't have any Star Trek songs, but I'm beginning to formulate one. I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. The next song is, we're delving back into my catalog, one that I have not done for a while, which is kind of par for the course for me, because I have a tendency to just kind of keep these things in rotation so that I don't get bored of them, and so hopefully y'all don't get bored of them. Amy tells me that it's very likely that I will get bored of these songs before y'all do. But as long as y'all are having a good time, I'm not going to get bored. So we kind of support each other there, you know? I'm going to change instruments. Dig it. Because you may notice I have Purdy over here. Purdy. No ukuleles were harmed in the making of this show. My 8-string tenor ukulele with a built-in tuner, which I had tuned earlier, and it already needs to be retuned. That's okay. You know, some people have roadies. I have cats. Cats are not good at tuning instruments. You know why? No thumbs most of the time. All right. Sounds good to y'all? I think so. Well, now they make new movies in old black and white with happy endings where nobody fights. So if you find yourself in that nostalgic rage, honey, jump right up and show your age. I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache. It was a near miss. The Boston Blackie kind, a two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket, and an autographed picture of Andy Devine. Oh, I remember being buck-toothed and skinny, writing fan letters to Sky's niece Penny. Oh, I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, then I could solve some mysteries too. But it's a bandstand, Disneyland, growing up fast, drinking on a fake ID. Whalerama of the jungle was everyone's marijuana, and only jazz musicians were smoking marijuana. I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, then I could do some cruising too. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. But it's a flat top, dirty mop, copping a feel, grubbing on the living room floor, so sore. Well, they send you off to college, try to gain a little knowledge, but all you want to do is learn how to score. Well, now I'm getting old, I don't wear underwear, I don't go to church, and I don't cut my hair, but I can go to movies and see it all there, just the way that it used to be. I said I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache. Hello! The Boston Blackie kind, a two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket, and an autographed picture of Andy Devine. I could be anything that I wanted to be. Maybe a Swave Errol Flynn or the Sheik of Araby. If I only had a pencil-thin mustache, then I could do some cruising too. Oh yeah, Braille Cream, a little dab will do ya. I could do some cruising too. Everything sounds better on Purdy. Even the mistakes sound better on Purdy. In case you have not been here before and are curious, this is in fact an 8-string tenor ukulele. There are not a lot of these out there, as I discovered. This was my last unicorn hunt, and it took me pretty much from my birthday last year to about Christmas to get my hands on one of these babies. It is a 8-string, but these two highest strings are actually tuned in pairs, and then the two lower strings are tuned in octaves. So you get this really nice, oh, isn't that pretty? That's why I call her Purdy. So, real quick, it just sounds nice, doesn't it? It covers, as Adam Savage likes to say, it covers a myriad of crimes. And also, it's kind of like prosthetic talent, makes you sound much better than they actually are. Next song we're going to do is one of my faves, maybe one of yours. It was written by my friend Quigley Finch, and I have managed to play it and mangle it on multiple occasions, and we'll see which version I managed to play this time. I'm hoping this instrument actually helps. I'm hoping this instrument actually improves matters, so that way, whatever crimes I commit on this song are more forgivable. Oh, there it is. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love a grog. The captain was the toughest man whatever sailed the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, 'twas a nasty French disease. Oh, we sailed the briny ocean on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, our captain finally met his match, old France, she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till he finds the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we searched down in the scuppers and we searched up in the nests. For a time we kept our spirits high with witty words and jests, but soon a gloom enveloped us thick as a pea soup fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we took to the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which he put each day's events as written history. But no matter where we searched inside that vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, the many logs that we did find, they all did look the same. But we never once found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yes, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Got away from me for a moment there because I was being all purdy with the music. I know it's a terrible thing to happen to anybody. It's a terrible thing to happen to any songs that you actually like. But I've actually been told by a few people that they don't notice it. I notice the mistakes I make much more than other people notice the mistakes I make. And I think that's partially because y'all have so generously set the bar so low for me that if I can do this without getting this wedged up my nose, y'all feel like I'm doing well. And I appreciate that. I really do. I thank you, my nose thanks you, and my instruments thank you. And It's the punctuation thing with the strumming and the chords. I honestly feel like I got that from Judy Tenuta, and if you don't know who Judy Tenuta is, well, now we have the internet and YouTube. You can look that up. But back in the day when Comedy Central played an awful lot of stand-up comedy, Judy Tenuta was in heavy rotation, little bits and pieces of her act, which was a thing of beauty and a joy forever. And one of the things that she had on herself was an accordion, and she would make use of that to make punctuation when she told the jokes, because that way you knew when the jokes were done, and that was always useful. So, anyway, this next song is one that I did at the Overtime Cabaret at Home show last Saturday. I think it's still up on their website, and I think it's still up on their YouTube page as well. And it was kind of cool because this is a song that I have not actually played in front of people that I can hear. And myself and 4 other people were in the show, and so we all stayed live so we could all watch each other's sets, be kind of like the audience surrogate. And so I'm playing this song, and I'm doing my damnedest, and they're laughing at all the right parts. And I felt that was a win. I really do. And hopefully you will too. Now I'm going to do it on this thing, which means it's going to sound really jazzy, which is good, because this one really does, it makes... You can see it. It finally happened to me, I found someone I didn't think it could come true. But I found me a life companion, so hey, the same thing could happen to you. I mean, our life together is wonderful. Think we're gonna get serious soon. We really got a good thing going, but it gets real freaky when we hit a full moon. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. It's like I'm awake in a beautiful daydream, yo. They really have improved my days. Well, I'm really started, they found me here. Guess we'll have to see how all this plays. They do all kind of cute things that I adore. This relationship is gonna go far. I mean, I get all squishy when they stick their head out of the window when we're driving my car. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. Now I ain't saying that things are perfect here. No, the challenges will always be there. But we work our way through our problems now. So it usually all kinds of fair. I mean, I don't like fighting my partner now. I'll learn me this one little trick. If it gets all angry and we get into a fight, all I gotta do to win is throw a stick. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. Howl with me. So now you know the whole dang crazy story here. How my life is just flipped right upside down. And it might not sound like my mind's too clear. Gotta know that I ain't wearing a frown. I mean, I know that I hit me the jackpot, y'all. That's the reason why I'm singing this song. And although we know it could take a lot of work, but a single little thing has gone right. Oh. Wow. Hairball. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. It's an interesting it's been an interesting week, hasn't it? I think it's been a really interesting week. And as such, something else interesting happened today. And the person I'm about to talk about doesn't know it's going to happen. A lot of stuff, people make suggestions to me all the time. Well, frequently at least. More frequently than I thought was going to ever happen, because, who the heck am I? I'm just some yutz with a couple of stringed instruments and a microphone and a camera, apparently, and a new ring light, which is right in my eyes. But somebody suggested, hey, actually reminded me that that he had sent me something, and I had asked him to send me something because he had riffed this off at some point, and I can't remember exactly when. Ha! I'll take your call later. Live theater, baby. And so I figured that this would be the best time to do the thing, because it's the end of the week, and I do this little song here that my friend Mad Tom, or Tom Bedlam, Ariel Gray, my friend, sent to me, because I like it. I'm gonna do it. This is a riff on a. If you know the source material from which this song comes, you're probably in my age demographic. Oh Lord, won't you save me? My life's got ennui. My oatmeal is running, my coffee's like tea. My dog is lethargic and won't come to me. Oh Lord, won't you save me? My life's got ennui. Oh Lord, won't you upgrade my technology? My MIDI and disk drive will not sync for me. I'll wait for the upgrade each day until 3. So Lord, won't you upgrade my technology? Oh Lord, won't you transcribe some new songs for me? I've sung all of the ones I want to karaoke. Show that you're a choral and fill the machine. Oh Lord, won't you transcribe some new songs for me? Everybody, oh Lord, won't you save me? My life's got ennui. My oatmeal is running, my coffee's like tea. My dog is lethargic and won't come to me. Oh Lord, won't you save me? My life's got ennui. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, my friend. People often have suggestions, and I kind of have a tendency to look at them a little askance, but I know that Mad Tom will always come through. Because, true story, he and I are somehow either related, or he's my dark half, or I'm his light half, or something like that. It's a long, complicated story. It probably involves beverages and broad gestures, and some good food too, because that's where you have these kind of stories and the conversation's over. All right, I think that's about it. That's enough out of me for this week, I think. Y'all have been wonderful once again. Thank you for hanging out with me here. I know it's kind of a quiet Thursday, but it's been a fun one. I've enjoyed myself. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed what I've done here. We'll do the paperwork. Let me just scooch over to the side a little bit. And my lighting doesn't change when I move back and forth now. That's kind of awesome. And we'll get right into the old plug-ranios here. Watch my eye. Ha-ha, it didn't hit me this time. PayPal.com/TheAdequate and Venmo for you hip kids out there. /@TheAdequate is the tip jar. And drop a couple of bucks in the bucket if you feel like it. I want to thank Eric and Robert and Rick and Emily and Miranda for all donating to the cause. Any money that goes into the tip jar here or through Patreon goes right back into the show, which is why I now have a light ring and a camera that's really nice, and a stream deck down here. Now, I had the microphone earlier. I gotta be honest with you. The microphone had way before that when I was doing the podcast, which is fun, but you know what? I'm actually having more fun doing this than I did doing that, and doing this. is actually easier. So I'm good with that as I get into my 50s. I like easy. Easy's better than hard. For those of you who want to support Adequacy in a more long-term commitment, I would direct you to Patreon/TheAdequate. There it is. Where Linda and Ann and Stephen and Rob and Alicia and Relly and BK and Kaylee and Richard and John and Brian and Lorraine have all gone completely bonkers and decided that they are going to toss a couple of bucks my way every month. There are various levels of support, of course, from $1 on up. The $2 a month level is also known as the cheapest advertising budget ever. So you can actually get, like Paper Angel Press did, and drop a couple of bucks every month, and they get plugged in my scroll here, practical content as well. If you're one of my $2 a month or more, folks, and you've got a service, a website, a product, or just you that you want to promote, let me know. I'll put it down here. I am not above promoting my friends to other people. I'm not above promoting my Patreon patrons to other people either. Because I am a mercantile bastard. It's a true thing. There's also buttons and books and ebooks and all kinds of things. And at the $10 a month level is the You're So Darn Smart. You write a song. Where you tell me to write a song about something and I write a song about it. And then I do it. And I tell them who's to blame. So, it's pretty cool. This is the largest number of Patreon patrons I've ever had. I just keep chugging along here. So, if you have extra money and low standards, or know someone who does, point them my way. I will not regret it. You can find the archives over here at facebook.com and twitch.tv/TobiasTheAdequate. The Facebook page is my Tobias the Adequate fan page. Twitch.tv keeps about 2 weeks worth of shows up. YouTube.com/MPLEGARE, which is now fully edited. Thank you, Chaos, my friend Chaos. My good friend Chaos, for whom the phrase, "It's a beluga, you schmuck," will have all kinds of meanings. Actually went through the list and gave them to me, and I thank her very much, because I think Chaos is nifty, and you would think Chaos is nifty too if you met her. Pretty dang sure. So check that stuff out, and that, as they say as he stabs at the buttons, is about that. Whew, man. I want to thank you guys, especially the folks that come in. I know that this is one of those things where 4:30 Central is a weird time to do a live stream show, but it's my usual commute time. So I decided I would do it instead of driving home, since I'm not driving home. And y'all are able to hang out with me during the show. And those of you who watch in replays, you're every bit as valuable. You are allowed, in fact, even encouraged to make comments and to share it out. Share, like, recommend, reply, refer, whatever you crazy hip internet people are doing these days. Because the fact that you are watching me gives what I'm doing here some purpose. Otherwise, it's just vox clamatis in deserto, or a voice crying out in the desert. As opposed to vox clamatis in dessert cart, which is a man screaming into a sheet cake. The more you know. Rainbow. All right, that's it. Thank y'all very much. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Don't forget to breathe. Pull yourself out of the death scroll for a while. There's a lot. And social media makes it real easy to just keep pounding the negative stuff into your head. So get the heck out for a while. Go look at cute things. Go look at neat art or architecture. Listen to folk songs. Listen to idiots like me. You don't have to listen to just me. Listen to other idiots too. There are lots of them out there. Creative idiots, not the other kind. We get enough of that out already. I will do my best. I will do my best to be back here on Monday, but I'm not working on Monday, so my schedule is completely... Who knows? We're going to try. We'll see what happens. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Carpe Diem Comics is the official emotional support comic shop of Tobias the Adequate. And you've been wonderful. I've been Tobias the Adequate. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. I will see you guys next week.